Good morning, everyone. I'd like to acknowledge, as I'm sure we all do, the Gaigal and Jarawar people that have walked these lands for tens of thousands of years, and thank you for holding space so beautifully. And my prayer is that we will bring a lot of it back to its original beauty in the future as we heal our own souls on our journey. Thank you, Jarawar and Gaigal elders, past, present, and those coming forward in the future.
So to begin the day, I'd just like to have a couple of minutes of silence. So if you'd like to close your eyes. And maybe with the sense of peace in our hearts, and from there bringing peace to this world. And opening our eyes now and knowing that place of peace always rests deep within us, always waiting. And we all have the desire for peace and coming together, no matter what our beliefs or non-beliefs are. If that desire is strong in each of us, and together, little by little, we can make it happen. These little pockets of peace we create in our communities grow and blossom. So I think I'm running quite ahead of time now, so I'm quite proud of that. So I'd like to welcome our first speaker today, Venerable Wu Chun. Where is Venerable? Oh, so welcome very much, Venerable. And Venerable Wu Chun is from Pure Land Learning College and brings with her Buddhist meditation. Thank you, Venerable.
Thank you. Sorry, he helped me to translate for everybody.
Good morning, my name is Billy Amitabha.
好，那么我的法名是悟全代表我们净宗学院在此地跟大家介绍佛教meditation的意义，还有方法、目的，怎么实际操作。
Is Venerable Wu Chen here to explain to you the meaning and of the true meaning of the meditation and the purpose and ultimate achievement, what we can do with the Buddhist meditation, the Pure Land method, and what are the ways and methods and conditions that we hope to achieve with meditation, and the practical and the practice of the Buddhist meditation.
好，那么第一个 meditation 的含义在我们佛教是告诉我们，把自己的心念集中在一处。佛经所讲的自心一处，无事不办。集中在一处，把自己的妄念、杂念、烦恼习气通通放下，这就是meditation的真实意了。
The true meaning of the Pure Land meditation is the deep concentrations of our mind. And when we concentrate into one purpose, one goals, and we can achieve the purity of mind, and we can let go and get rid of our afflictions. That is our greed, anger, and ignorance.
好，那么知道meditation的含义。第二个，我们做meditation达到的目的、效果、功用是什么？
Now we have understand why we want to do the meditation, and the second one is our purpose and the goals we want to achieve. That is, as earlier we say, from the meaning we want to let go, and what we can achieve in our daily life.
现在的人情绪比较浮动、浮躁情绪不稳。 紧张、压力大，工作压力大，那么还有自己的身上的疾病，忧郁症，这些是全世界各地普遍的现象的。那么借由meditation能够把这些现象减轻，甚至于消除掉，效果非常明显的。
At present life, we are having many affliction problems. We have the mind, what we encounter in our daily life, in working or in every places. So through meditation, we can concentrate and ignore a lot of these negative influences and that affect our body and mind.
我每一周一次，在我们Toowoomba戒毒所跟他们的介绍meditation。那么这些需要做心理辅导，借由meditation，他们当下得到利益的很多的这些发心戒毒戒酒的朋友们，他们借由meditation都能够产生很大效果。
Every week we went to the Sunrise. There is a rehabilitation center in Toowoomba. We have a meditation session with them, and from the meditation we help them to create a peace and harmony in their mind and body, so that will help them with their rehabilitation.
前2年我在我们金钟学院办第一次我们佛教meditation的活动，时间是2个月。那么参加的朋友们有将近40位，那时候也登报了记者来访问。那么当中有一位是大概50岁的妇女士，她是佛教徒她跟我们分享了她前30年得到癌症。我就请问他，你怎么治疗好了？他是佛教徒，念阿弥陀佛 meditation， 不看医生，不吃药呢，自然好了。
2 years ago, we organized a meditation class at our Pure Land College, and that's for about 2 months. And there is one lady, about 50 years old. She had been a practitioner of Buddhism and meditation for a number of years. And she had cancer. And her cancer, how she cured her cancer is by meditation and chanting of the Amitabha Buddha's name.
前一段时间我们自己佛教徒的父亲，他没有学佛，他心脏病中国一个手术医生心脏病。那么我也介绍meditation给他，送他我们所流通的念佛经。他每一天早晚有空，跟着这个念佛经meditation小跑步他自己发明一个弥陀操，效果非常好他是心脏衰竭，藉由这meditation这个音波佛号的音波震动，他跟着念，很快他这个心跳就拉到60-70下正常了。
We have one of parents of practitioners. He have heart problems, and Venerable Wu Chen have shared the meditation method with him. So he did chanting together with his daily life and exercise, and now his heartbeat, his heart problems have back to the normal.
因此得重病、癌症、心脏有问题、跳动不规律、忧郁症，通通能够借由 meditation 达到一个正常的状态。其他像情绪不稳、脾气暴躁这种种的小问题，自自然然就能够解决了。
So through meditation and chanting our Amitabha names, we can help us with a lot of our problems with our body, the sickness, the mind, and with our bad temper or whatever we want to achieve and correct it to achieve a better health, mind and body.
好，那么接着跟大家介绍我们净土中 meditation 的方式方法的。
Now we're going to introduce and share with you the Pure Land method of meditation.
我们净土中教我们 meditation 的方法，就是念阿弥陀佛这4个字。这个4个字它是印度话，翻成中文意思呢是无量光无量寿的。光代表智慧，寿代表长寿。所以人要有智慧，要有健康长寿，那就要常常念阿弥陀佛。
Our Pure Land ways of meditation is by chanting of Amitabha names. Amitabha, the meaning of Amitabha is infinite life, infinite lights and happiness. It can be infinite in everything. So through this, we can achieve wisdom and long life, good health, and everything what you wish for.
阿弥陀佛，它是宇宙能量的。我们常常念阿弥陀佛，它这个声波就会震动我们身体的5脏6腑，让我们气血能够通，我能够吸收整个宇宙能量的。
Through the chanting of Amitabha's name, you create the vibration and in harmony with the universe. And when our heart and the universe are in harmony, very easy is for us to break through whatever blockage we have in our body and mind, and we can achieve good health and happiness for us.
阿弥陀佛，他是西方极乐世界 Pure Land 的教主阿弥陀佛。那么常常念阿弥陀佛圣号，能够得到阿弥陀佛的加持，不但得到佛的加持，一切诸佛如来加持，一切众生呢都加持我们常常念阿弥陀佛的人。
Amitabha Buddha is the creator of the Pure Land. And through the constant chanting of Amitabha's name, we also get protection from all over the Buddhas, from all over the universe. So constant chanting of Amitabha's name 24 hours a day will help us gain not only protection for ourselves and also for our loved ones.
那么念法就是4个字阿弥陀佛。念的时候心要真诚，真诚心来念阿弥陀佛，耳要听，专心在这4个字阿弥陀佛名号的音声上。刚开始我们先出声，出声容易摄心。不出声，除非你功夫得力，先出声，听自己念佛号音声，念久了，念累了， 你可以心里默念阿弥陀佛4个字，出声心里默念都要听清楚啊！出声阿弥陀佛4个字我听清楚，我心里默念这4个字，我也听到自己心里面4个字的佛号，就是这么简单，这么容易啊！任何人都能够学习，不分男女老少，不分种族啊，这个宗教信仰，只要喜欢啊，想让自己一生过着幸福美满之人，通通可以学习念阿弥陀佛4个字的。
The chanting of Amitabha or Amitofo. These 4 words, we can do it all the time. And the mindfulness of Buddha at our mind, everyone can achieve that. You don't have to be a Buddhist. You can be any religion, anything, because the chanting of Amitabha's name or Amitofo, any kids, anyone can do it. So we keep ourselves in the stage of meditation all the time, and it helps us ultimately to achieve the purity in our mind and body.
好，那么最后就开始呢，带大家实际操作佛教怎么 meditation， 我们怎么念佛。
Now we're going to demonstrate how we do our chanting of Amitabha.
好，那么我们净土中念佛的方式啊，在我们大众呢是有2种。那么第一种是坐着 meditation， 第二种是走着啊，我们在佛教叫绕佛，走着经行 meditation 啊，一般正规是有这2种的。
There are 2 ways to do the meditation. One is by sitting down. The other one is we call walking demonstration. We can walk around and we still can mindfulness of the Buddha and chanting Amitabha's names. So there's 2 methods we can do.
那么实际上，除了坐着绕佛啊，进行 meditation， 还有拜佛啊，对我们佛教阿弥陀佛圣像恭恭敬敬的礼拜，心里面依然是念佛，这也是 meditation 的。
Another way of meditation is pay homage to our Buddha by praying and kneel down. By doing this is also another form of meditation. When our mind, the movement of our body and our mind concentrate on the words of Amitabha or Amitofo.
我们懂得坐着念佛啊，走着 meditation， 那么实际上展开出来，在一切时一切处做任何事情，只要不需要头脑去想去思维，通通可以念阿弥陀佛啊！扫地抹桌子，边扫地边念阿弥陀佛，边抹桌子边念阿弥陀佛啊！家庭主妇在家里洗菜、切菜、烧菜，通通是可以念阿弥陀佛啊！任何时候、任何地点都是 meditation 的最佳环境，它不拘形式，不拘场所的。
In our daily life, other than working, which we have to pay attention to the works or the thought we have to perform. Other than that, when we even do the cooking at home, sweeping the floors, or do any other things, we still can chant and mindfulness of the Amitabha Buddha's name, and by this deep concentration, it can help us to achieve our ultimate goal, 24 hours.
好，那么我们现在呢，就带大家实际操作如何来进行 meditation 那么请大家起立请大家起立。
So we're going to demonstrate to you all how to do the chanting and Can we have everyone stand up with us? Okay, the chanting of Amitabha's name, when the words Amitabha, the four words come up from our mouth, we hear every word clearly. Our mind concentrates on the four words. Okay, so our hearing is concentrate on the four words.
这是跟大家介绍佛教每天巡的方式它的含义、效果方法还有实践的方式。到这里呢，我们介绍完。阿弥陀佛。
阿弥陀佛。And now we are coming to the end of our meditation presentation. So we have introduced the meaning and the purpose and the methods or ways of how we do the Pure Land Buddhism meditation, and our ultimate goal by chanting of Amitabha or Amitabha's name, by the deep concentration of the mind, it can help us achieve. The ultimate goal is to go to the Pure Land created by the Amitabha Buddha, or for our daily life, we can achieve peace and harmony for our body, mind, and soul.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
So thank you very much, Venerable Wuchan and interpreter. So I guess always these mornings are presenting different ways of meditation throughout different faiths. And today the labyrinth as well, which can be any faith. And then finding our place that's right for us in that. And we're all different and we all need to seek where our home is. So now I'm delighted to introduce our next speaker, Enya. And Enya's here to tell us a little about the labyrinth and to allow us to experience the labyrinth. So welcome, Enya.
Well, I guess I'm not very well known to most of you here, so I'll tell you a little bit about myself. I am a parishioner here at St. Luke's. I worship my God here. I am very open-minded and open-hearted. I believe that all religion is valid because man is seeking his higher entity. I would like to thank, in her absence, the Reverend Penny Jones. She has been my mentor for many years, and anything I know is from her. There's an awful lot I don't know. A little bit of history about the labyrinth. It's a very ancient tool for meditation. Archaeologists have discovered in many cultures across the world there are walking paths, circular walking paths or labyrinths, the oldest of which is in Crete and is estimated to be 4,000 years old. In France, there is a huge cathedral at Chartres, or Chartres, I'm not sure how you pronounce it, and that was built, completed in the early 13th century, and embedded in the floor is a 11-circle labyrinth. It's in the nave, which is this part down here. Also in that cathedral, there's a beautiful window, a huge window aligned with the labyrinth, and it's called the Window of the Blue Lady. We have a similar window here behind me. It's smaller than the one in Chartres, but it is equally beautiful. And outside in the eastern garden of St. Luke's is a smaller labyrinth. It's a 7-circle one based on the one at Chartres. It's in the garden, it's for public use. It is not St. Luke's labyrinth, it is the Toowoomba labyrinth. A labyrinth is not a maze. A maze is a construction that is designed to confuse people. The path is often delineated by high hedges or walls so that you can't see where you're going. A labyrinth, as you will see, is an open plain. When you stand at the entrance, you can see the whole layout of the labyrinth and the centre to which you are aiming. Walking the labyrinth can be a silent form of meditation, or you can have soft music playing, or you can chant something soft to yourself. It is a sacred tool, and it is also a secular tool, so you don't have to be a member of any religious organisation to enjoy what the labyrinth has to offer. Before stepping into the labyrinth, there is an opening which is called the gate, and before you step into the labyrinth, it is wise to pause there and just calm your mind and open your heart and get in touch with the rhythm of your breathing. And then you step into the labyrinth and you focus on walking the white path stones. There are many twists and turns which emulate life. As you know, life has many twists and turns. Some lead us to good things, but in the labyrinth, it's a way of finding yourself, first of all. I've had experience there where I now know myself in a much better form than I did several years ago. I'm a different person. It is also a place where you can listen to that quiet voice, that inner voice within yourself, and find out just who you are, and it gives you an insight and a knowledge into other people. The labyrinth is a great place for healing because, as you know, as you walk through your life, there are many ups and downs, and we all collect a bit of rubbish on ourselves, on our spirits. We may have been abused, we may have been discriminated against, we may have been rejected. And if we take these things into the labyrinth, we can find a way of overcoming them. We can find a way of dealing with them. Insight is just amazing. On the spiritual level, on the more spiritual level, walking the labyrinth is a pathway to the divine. I have no problem in calling God Mother, Father, divine energy, divine power. All those names are relevant. And walking the labyrinth is a means of finding that deep spirituality for which we all long. I believe that we have a thread that links us to the divine. When we're born, it comes with us. And deep within our hearts is this desire to return to that peace and love, that love that is beyond love. So walking the labyrinth, there's no right or wrong way. You can walk at whatever pace you wish. Some people start out walking rather quickly, and before they get to the centre, they find that they've slowed down considerably. Once in the centre, you'll find there are 6 semicircles. This is called a rose. It is the feminine aspect of the labyrinth. Each of the petals, each of the 6 petals, are said to represent the 6 days of creation, but you may use them in whatever way you wish. Personally, when I stand in each petal, I mention somebody by name and give them to that higher power to provide whatever that person needs. And when you step into the centre of the rose, that is where love abides. That is where we can find that deep, abiding love. Coming out from the labyrinth, you will come out on the same path that you went in on. And usually we have experienced something for which we can be grateful. So the pathway out is often a joyous one, a happy one. When we get to the exit, to the gate, we turn and we say thank you to the labyrinth for whatever we have received. It is a sacred place. It is to be respected, and it is to be honoured. Leaving the labyrinth, most people don't feel like speaking because something has happened and they want to go away and sort it out for themselves. So when those who are waiting to walk the labyrinth are advised to stand about 2 or 3 metres back to let that quiet place exist for the people coming out of the labyrinth. We do not speak loudly, we do not talk to the people on the labyrinth because that would interfere with their meditation and their focus. We've set up today 2 labyrinths, a temporary one here in the church and the outside one, of course. And afterwards, you will be invited to experience walking the labyrinth. There's also folders of information down on the table. I am not a qualified person. I have not attended any workshops, but as I said before, I've sat at the feet of the Reverend Penny many, many hours, and I feel as if I've done the course. There's one thing I would like to share with you. In fact, I believe the divine power has asked me to share this with you. While we've been sitting here, we've all been breathing in and out, not in unison. So in theory, we have each been breathing each other's air, and that unites us in a very physical way. We don't often think about that. We think the air is enormous, but really, we are breathing each other's air. On the spiritual level, when the divine power breathes out what we Christians call the Holy Spirit, and in meditation you take a deep breath of that Holy Spirit, the breath of the higher power of the Divine One comes into us, and then we breathe out, and the divine power breathes in. Thank you. I'll leave you with that thought. Thank you.
Enya's going to go outside now to be with the labyrinth at the back of the church, and let's get to it.